My name's Wolfgrim, and welcome to an unusual episode of Vampyr. The last two episodes of this that I recorded, I didn't set up the recording correctly, and I lost my audio, so it's just a long video of me going lots of things like that. So there's no way to revert the save, and there's a lot happened in the 2 hours of gameplay that I did. So, I have chopped it all down, and we are going to sit here and I'm going to do a commentary of me playing the game from 2 weeks ago. So it's going to be an interesting concept. I've never done anything like this. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to ruin the series by not having this content in it, because some very interesting things happen in these episodes. This will be one big episode. I don't know how long this is going to be, but it would have been 2 episodes and it's been crammed into one with all the boring stuff cut out. So shall we get on? So here we go, we're going to jump into this. This is very weird because I can see my old thing of me talking to the camera and I'm not playing the game. This is very weird, but we've got to go off and get the vicar bloke.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
So basically what's happened is someone has attacked the really annoying lady. I can't remember her name. This is going to be so weird. Yeah, so...
What on earth happened here?
Yeah, this happened. A lot of blood. And she's gone. So my bets... And let me know in the description what you think happened to her. Did the vicar kill her? Did the vicar drag her away?
Oh, Jonathan. I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
I can't remember what I picked, but everything dies is kind of a dick move to say. Can we? I didn't know what she meant.
Would you care to partake in this meal with me?
Jonathan.
I really don't know what they meant by that.
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Do you have problems with the holy symbols? I think is what I asked next. Again, this is me trying to recall what I did and didn't do. Have you killed this woman? I don't think she did kill her. And what do you know about Ascalon? Ascalon's an interesting character.
I've experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
I don't...
Is this a sign?
Yeah, I don't get the reason why it is like that.
Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Now that is very, very true.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was huge. There's no denying it.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I like how she looks into the camera when you say that. When she says that. I really don't think she did.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life. Unless they ask.
Yeah, this is a question I really wanted to ask, was does the quality of the blood...
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
But yeah, I wonder if the quality affects it.
Vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients.
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
And then we find this guy outside the pub.
Mark my words.
This is a character.
These murders are the work of a vampire.
He sounds like Sherlock Holmes.
Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
He's very up himself,
You'd
isn't he?
best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's a dog that come from the sewer. What do you think it looks like?
Monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
I'm... glitches. This guy,
Not a
I'm
drop of blood left in his body.
very suspicious
This is
of.
the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you
No.
define as a strange event?
Nothing at all, sir.
More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
He's obviously
A
not very
vampire
good.
hunter. Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon.
No,
but I'm not.
you're looking at a vampire right
The
now,
bloodsuckers exist,
and you have no idea.
and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly fine, thank you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Yeah.
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy.
No, I think Jack Gillingham was someone we
It's a
spoke to
shame
earlier
I
on.
wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
And he can't identify him, even though he's talking to one directly.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual.
Or like this
I
guy
try
who
and
has like
encourage
red
people to
eyes
stay indoors, but
and
people
stands
are
like 10
pets.
feet tall. Yeah, how do you identify a vampire? I can't remember. Yeah, I did ask that.
How
Good.
do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight.
Check,
They're afraid of garlic and
Check.
holy symbols.
check.
They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Now
Have
that
you ever
one,
killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
the fact that he said you can't be invited into a house, I've never heard of that one from a
Can I
vampire.
help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my
He's
patrol.
a doctor, mate. And a vampire, if I hadn't mentioned it already. And you're asking me to put posters up.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I feel like we're going to keep coming back to this pub a lot.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
I'm still Tom Watts. Yep.
Do you need any help?
I'm all right, Dr. Reed.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
Yeah, just a bit.
The important thing is I find him. Quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
He's going to have killed everybody in the night asylum, isn't he? It's just going to be filled full of people that have been eaten by a vampire. Place your bets now. Has he killed them all? And how many?
Mr. Watts.
Now, this bit actually shocked me. Now, I walk in, and I'm thinking these guys are going to be a low level. I'm level 14. And what turns up? This guy, who's level 22. And I start to panic. I properly panic at this point. Oh yeah, I found an axe. I found an axe while wandering around the docks. And, yeah. Somehow, I do not know how, I take this guy out, and he's level 22. I don't know how. I don't know if it's because I'm easy mode or what. But these guns, I really do need to get a better gun in this game. There is a shotgun I need to get. Yep, lots of bullets. I need to carry more bullets. I literally tend to shoot the shit out of people and then cut them to pieces. Tends to work, and yeah. I'm terrible at this game, did you notice? And then I turn up to this guy who, guess what weapon he has? I'll give you a moment. And I miss with the gun. He has, well, a flamethrower. Yep, a flamethrower. It's a little bit overkill for hunting vampires, don't you think? But, yeah. I don't know if this is a boss fight or not, because he's got a proper health bar and stuff, and I'm just, again, panicking after the last fight I had. I'm shooting him. The whole bite power seems really good to invest in, because I can take people down with it very quickly. I don't use any other powers. I think I should look at the others, but I don't. So now we are at the night asylum, and is everybody dead yet? Oh, she's pissed. Never a good sign.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met
Charming,
before?
eh?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the
Your
docks
fancy
tonight.
clothes.
Quite judgmental.
Look at them fancy
Sir,
clothes.
I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
He's a doctor.
Do you need medical help, Miss
And a
Paxton?
vampire.
No, thank you.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm
Blimey.
no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Fancy pants.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum. But it's not been that simple.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
At least she's
Do you
not drunk.
need my medical attention, Miss Paxton?
I'm fine, Dr. Reed. Keep your medicine for those who need it.
Heart's in the right
I'm
place.
looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why'd you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Ah, Sean Hampton. So, yeah. Guess what's happened.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Now, all three of those answers are worth asking. Yeah. He's a vampire or a scale. One of the two.
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
You killed Harriet Jones.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
I don't think that's what really going on here.
This is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you.
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Okay, so he's a scale then. Or is he? Because now it's saying must drink blood.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
It's still not good though.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Oh yeah, so he's a scale.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And
It's a
what
fair
about
point.
William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
Yeah, I'm not convinced the amount of blood. She's probably dead.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
So we're going to the sewers again. Yeah, doubtful.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Give a dog a bad name. Do you trust him? I certainly don't. And once again we find ourselves in the sewers again. Why, oh why, does every game have a sewer level? Well, this one has 2 sewer levels. Joy. I'm sure there's wonderful things down here for us. Nothing dangerous, monstrous, or wants to kill us. Much. Maybe. Kind of. Wants to kill us. Beware the beast. Beware the beast in all of us. And what does the scowl run from? It can't be good. Who do you reckon it is? Place your bets. Oh look, it's the big guy Ascalon. It's going to be fun. Yay. Maybe I should have leveled up.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn, or I'll crush you like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
Oh boy, panic is all I'm going to say, is panic. I really do need to find a better gun in this game. I'm terrible. Place your bet. How many attempts is this going to take? Yep, just axe him to pieces. And then just blink away, and it's all going to go wrong. Oh great, he has a mimic. This is not going to end well. Reload quickly. Nope. Run away. Always the best plan. Oh goddamn mimic. I'm so dead. Resisted a bullet? How do you resist a bullet? Damn mimic is a nightmare to deal with. And I'm dead for the first time in the game. And we're straight back in it again. So yeah. I really do need to level up. Like, he's level 18, I'm level 14, and he's kicking my ass. More bullets are needed. I have 18 on me. Is it going to be enough this time? I don't get how you can resist a bullet. You can resist like a knife hitting you, but... Kill him! Uh-oh. Goddamn mimics are a nightmare. Missed. No good. Where's he gone? There he is.
I shall crush you.
And he's dead. It seemed easier the second time. I don't know if the game lowered difficulty or not. I don't know. So he's dead, but I got a horrible feeling that he's going to come back. Defeat the beast. Yeah, I really do think he's going to come back. Now things are about to get really interesting, and I did not see any of this coming.
No. Safe we are, still. Drink now.
Bless you, Bridget.
This isn't the blood of a vampire, but it will quench your thirst.
Yeah, did you guys expect this? Friendly scows? In the sewer hiding? I didn't expect this.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampire. But thank you.
Yeah. So, this is a whole other layer to the game? Which I did not see coming at all.
Please, who are you? I sense your sadness.
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn Ekon. I'm afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall not bend a knee, young Ekon. But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves if they had their way.
So he was called Fergal.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scowl.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Yeah. But can he be trusted?
Sean is a Scowl. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet
So she's
Jones is
not
alive.
dead.
That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
So I feel like Bridget was someone who was in the higher classes and has been sort of kicked out of the higher classes. Interesting. But the Scouts have got this whole, literally this whole underground area, and they're not violent towards me.
We're at your mercy. Will you end us?
And they're all unknown as well.
Hello, Harriet.
I don't know why I'm standing this close to her.
Yes, you were from the Pembroke Hospital. The young doctor. So full of secrets.
I've so many questions I need to ask you, Harriet. If you would.
I love questions. As for the answers, you may not like them.
I have a question of the utmost importance to ask. Will you answer?
Questions, questions, questions. The good doctor, always searching for answers.
Do you remember what you did after leaving the hospital? Did you kill anyone?
First, a question from me. You answer first.
Very well then. What do you want to know?
Are you like me? Are you also dead?
Yeah, kind of. We're both undead.
We are not dead, Harriet. Death no longer pertains to us. We are different.
I like what I am. I truly do. I relish the pain that courses through me.
I know you fled the hospital with Sean Hampton. Did you or Sean kill anyone in your flight? Anyone? Try and remember.
I will not lie. I wanted blood, and I wanted revenge, and Sean pulled me from it, brought me here instead. But the shadows heard my prayers. The shadows killed that bastard.
Shadows?
Shadows? Tell me what you saw.
The shadows, they heard me and answered. Something in the deep darkness, quick, deadly. It asked me if I wanted revenge. I answered, yes.
And these shadows, this presence, do you still hear it? Was it a vampire? Did Sean see it?
It spoke only to me, and now it is silent, but it is born of hatred. And it will kill again, and it hates you, Doctor. Oh, it hates you.
What makes you say that?
It whispered your name, Dr. Reed. It wanted to know who you were and where you went.
Questions about me? What did you say?
Nothing, Doctor. I said nothing. There was nothing it didn't already know. Oh, I'm tired now. Let me rest.
So yeah, there's suddenly the game has like so many more layers to it all of a sudden, and I think she's turned into what the other guy was we just killed, the Ascalon, not Ascalon, the purple guy. I think she's turning into one of them. So now we know she's fine. We know about the scales underground. Let's go and talk to Sean and see what he's got to say. Oh yes, there's a few bodies. So he may not be telling the truth. Yeah. I don't think we can trust him. This does not look good at all.
All right.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
No. Not at all.
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
Oh God.
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
He didn't lie, technically. But, yeah. I don't think this is a good situation.
You're harboring monsters under the beds of your clients. That takes some nerve.
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
This it just isn't right. Like, Harriet is in a major problem now because of him.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Not so sure about that. Yeah, Harriet is really, really hateful.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Scals, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
I do not trust him.
We are blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
You feed on corpses, though.
I haven't the luxury of being able to satisfy my hunger on staunch blood and lifeless flesh.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament.
He's so gonna die.
Eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
No, we can't. A hint required. I wish I'd found out what the other hint was, but we have to get rid of him, and we don't trust him. He has to go. Let me know in the comments what you would do. I've got to kill him because he's just going to cause more problems down the road.
I really would like to believe your fairy tale.
Yeah.
The good ghoul feeding upon the flesh of the dead. But I'm all out of innocence.
Do you question my fate, Dr. Reed?
Do you remember William? Oh, how his admiration for you was exceeded only by his hunger.
May his soul rest in peace.
A night will come, and you will suffer the same hunger. Someone who trusts you completely, a friend, will die never to wake.
You confuse your voracious appetite with my itchy hunger. I would never kill a friend, nor an innocent.
I believe you've discovered our defining difference.
Goodbye.
No.
He had to go. He had to go, I'm sorry. I just think you would have caused problems down the road. And now we've gone up the level, mesmerised level, which is good. So yeah, that was a lot in one episode. Like I said, I wish the audio had worked on this because my genuine reaction. Oh yeah, and he was a pillar. So yeah, I caused myself more problems again. But yeah, I wish the audio had worked on this. A lot happened. I didn't want you guys to miss it. And I hope you enjoyed this. This is a very weird episode. And it's taken a lot of work to get this to work again. But yeah, he's dead. That's 2 pillars now. The game's probably going to get a lot difficult for me now. But let me know in the comments what you think. And thank you very much for joining me. But I've been Wolf Grim. This has been Vampire. And I shall see you all next time.